Can you believe 24 hours has already gone by? Welcome.
And here we are again. But not only that, you know what?
What?
Today's February 1st.
Now, if I am not mistaken, let's put somebody on the spot. Let me put a camera over here. Is tomorrow not Groundhog Day?
I don't know.
I think it is. Pull that microphone up to you right there.
I got to be honest.
I put him on the spot, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
I really think tomorrow is Groundhog Day. Anybody else know the answer to this? Because we'll see the clips of Bill Murray all day long tomorrow, and I'm sure on TBS or one of those shows it will run nonstop.
Oh, it will, because you are correct, sir.
It is.
Tomorrow is Groundhog Day.
You know, I even saw where some group were trying to say that they were being mean to the groundhog. It's a tradition. They've been doing it for, 180 years or so? Yeah. It's a long time.
Go pick your participation trophy up and look at it and hug it, because that's all you're going to get.
Oh, do they still do the, I don't remember his name, it was Colonel something from Atlanta. They used to do one there, and he's just not as popular as Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney Phil?
Yeah. Somehow or another, he got to be the star. Can y'all imagine what the revenue is on that town of tourism dealing with this?
Oh, just for a groundhog.
We need to start something here in Mississippi. I don't know what it is.
We're just going to do a hog.
Did the hog see a shadow? Oh. It's something to think on there, but it does a lot for that little town there. I mean, they do the official trench coat reading of it. I would imagine that the politics to get on that board, to be up there in front of America, is something like you ain't never seen.
We need like a meerkat. And
truly
stand up and see it.
If we had to, of course, y'all do a lot, Marion. Larry Gill could probably come up with something. Larry's pretty clever on stuff like this. Y'all got construction going on in Marion. Y'all got a lot happening in Marion. Yeah. Don't be left out.
We expanding.
It is. Marion, Mississippi. We're going to be talking with the chief this morning. A special event is coming up there next week. He's here to tell us all about that. We got something special that we want to make sure that you get your birthdays and anniversaries into us, because we got something new starting today.
We got something new starting today, and
pick that up and show everybody.
All we need is a birthday or anniversary. This is sponsored by Hyundai of Marion, and then the Scotty Ray Report. One-of-a-kind coffee mugs that can only be getting right here. And all you've got to do is give us your anniversary or your birthday. And one lucky person will be the winner of this awesome coffee cup. So when you get up to watch us every morning or watch Scotty Ray during the weather, you'll have a coffee cup right here with you. Yeah. And you can't beat that.
Yeah, so make sure to get yours in, and then Odie will blindfold his hand and point and come up with a winner every day.
We'll get that. And all you've got to do, it makes it easy. All you got to do is go with your name to Hyundai of Marion at the original carriage house on Highway 39, right across the corner from the Meridian Coca-Cola plant.
That's right.
And pick up your coffee mug.
Can't miss it, and good luck to everybody. But again, make sure to get your name in for the drawing a little bit later on, as we'll be giving that away. A big thank you. Yesterday, Odie and I attended a funeral, and such nice people in Philadelphia. We cannot, we were pallbearers, and we can't say enough to the Williamson family for having us up for that. Quite an honor. It was.
Yes, tremendously. It really was wonderful to be there with this family, and just coming up and talking and just showing the love. Great people.
Absolutely. And we also want to say a big thank you to Toyota Meridian. They are now a part of the show. We have dubbed this now the Toyota Meridian Studio.
Yeah. I mean, it's growing.
It is.
It's really growing.
And we can't do this without you each and every day, so we appreciate them being a part of what we do. It allows us to add more things, and, well, it's coming to us from here. We'll give you the absolute latest information that's going on in the area there. Let's see, as we begin today, we mentioned, and Chief, you know Michael, as well as headlines have been made, as we'll show your picture again. There he is right there. Michael Cassidy from Lauderdale, or Dalewood, however you want to say that, is accused, and he's now been charged with an extra crime up in Iowa, where he went up. He felt that it was his duty to take down a satanic ritual. They had it, what do you call that? It was a display.
A satanic display.
Yeah, so he went right up to their Capitol, walked in, and took it down. Now,
He didn't just take it down.
he tore it down.
He tore it down.
And that's what needed to be done. And so now they've come up with more charges and are charging him with a hate crime. And of course, attorneys involved, he's got to be cautious, and so we won't put him on the spot because anything you say can and will be used against you in these situations. But we wish him luck. I know that there is a national campaign to help him with attorney fees because it's not cheap to fight these things.
No, and it's kind of scary for me. Hate crime? And I'm going to tell you now, I hate Satan myself.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
But we'll keep you up to date on this as this moves along. And was somebody asking about Black Friday?
Angie, yes, put your request in the comments. And if it's on a Saturday or Sunday, that's fine. Go ahead and put it in on Friday and say, hey, so-and-so's turning so-and-so Saturday or Sunday.
If you forget about it, you add it Monday, we'll throw you in on that one.
That's fine too.
We ain't hard to work with.
No, we're gonna push it out. We got some more stuff like that coming.
We do.
Some more stuff in the works. Y'all just hang on. We moving.
It's a coming. It's a coming there. Let's see here. Already 7 minutes after the hour as we begin today. We do hope everything is going your way and you got a smile on. This is a prime example as I look at headlines. Here's one headline that says, Trump leads Biden in 7 key states. You look at another one, and it says, Biden has a 6-point lead over Trump.
Yeah.
Who do you believe? I don't have an answer for you.
Did you hear what Biden said yesterday?
Oh, heavens, what?
He went,
Did he really?
yeah.
He got confused again? Or what?
Well, I think it was just normal speech.
What was he speaking at? Was it something big?
I can't remember. Yeah, he was in front of a crowd. And they all clapped. Like, yeah.
Good answer. It's Family Feud. What is always where you hang your head down is when he goes to leave the podium. And he'll.
Which way do I go?
Do you remember the video where he was at the White House and got missed the door and kept going?
Turn him around.
There is no doubt, and we all know this, they may be saying that he's going to run, but at the last minute, somebody's going to come in and go, they'll let him win the nomination and go, we had to make a change, and we've inserted this person. That's coming.
If the guy you support walks clear off of a sidewalk going to a door, the sidewalk makes a right-hand turn, it's all concrete, I mean, you can see it, and then he just keeps walking straight off of it. And he still didn't know it.
Just
Come on, y'all.
Something wrong. And I've never had a presidential candidate talk about hairy legs before or popcorn. That was interesting about the kids talking about the hair on his leg. Yeah. And then people voted for that. That's the thing that shocked me. Now, in all fairness, do other candidates have issues too? Absolutely. This is just funnier than the other. It's what I'm talking about.
Well, I like Trump's hair. I mean, mine moves when it's blowing. I mean, it'll go. But now the whole side of his just it looks like an Ole Miss shark fin.
Do they still do that up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do they are a very confused school, aren't they?
No, we're rebels. Yeah. It's just everybody else thinks we're
quiet. You know, my little girl
black
goes to school up there.
Does your girl go to school there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's the prettiest one up there.
Yeah.
Are they? What is their mascot? Is it a land shark or is it what is it?
Well,
a bear.
Everybody that are fans and that support.
I know that it's going to say rebels,
Yeah. But according to the participation trophy handlers out there,
What does it say? What
were
is
black bears.
Really?
And then the land shark is just a defense.
That is that's from state of Mississippi. We ain't usually confused like this.
Oh yeah.
No, it's usually Auburn. War eagle.
Yeah.
Or a eagle, a tiger. Y'all ain't got a clue. So if you an Auburn fan, you don't say a word.
Now Mississippi State may lose, but they do know that they are a bulldog. Just point blank.
Oh yeah.
And Alabama knows they're elephant.
And Bob McNeese, he said it right. Lane Kiffin's our mascot.
Okay.
Keep on going. That's what I'm talking about.
There you are. Well, there you go. That's our recap of what mascot is what mascot.
Roll Tide. You want some toilet paper?
Odie, y'all get him.
Get in trouble.
They coming for you. We'll be right back. Chief Davis joins us next. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Marion, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. We see that Bill Cosby could be in trouble once again from probably 35, 40, 50 years ago. As a woman, 1986, that's 40 what?
That's
About
38.
30, it's right at 40 years.
Yeah.
We have a woman saying that he was wearing an Elvis costume, and he gave her a pill, and then he raped her. 1986. Am I saying, was I there? Nope. Sure is a long time to be speaking up, now, especially after all this is settled and he's out of jail.
Oh yeah.
You should have come up. Number one, you should have come up a whole lot sooner than this.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking away from women's rights, and I understand all that. But it should have come up a little bit sooner. But when he was going through this court and people were trying to prosecute him for doing this, that's when you should have come up and said, look, I had the same thing happen. And now waiting for it's all over with, and then you want to come back and bring this up?
A little late. And again, we don't know. Did it happen? It could have. There's a lot. That Me Too movement had a lot of things said that didn't happen. We don't know on this. We just know that she's bringing accusations after that many years, and all that is already passed on there. That's what happened. Jackie Robinson. Did y'all see where the statue was cut off?
Yeah, at his ankles.
And then they found it, and it was burned and chunks out of it missing. I'm assuming they were after the bronze in it, trying to melt it down from the metal. They have raised $145,000 in a fund to rebuild it, to put it back, and it should be put back.
Oh, yes, it should.
That's just Kansas is where all that. Wichita is where that went on. Chief is in with us as he comes in from downtown Marion. Chief, why are you here?
Well, we have got a
Odie,
seminar.
you got anything that you need handcuffs for Odie?
Where else would he rather be but right here with Scotty Ray and OD?
Well, there you
No
go.
other place. No other place.
But what is this event that you've got?
Well, let me start out by asking you guys a couple of questions.
Okay.
One question. Have you ever had anybody in your family that has been, or somebody exposed to opioid drugs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we all have.
Yep.
And it has hit me personally. And I personally went to a conference with the Bureau of Narcotics up in Oxford, Mississippi. And this really kind of hit close to home. I had this speaker, Colonel Maxwell. And it made me want to bring this seminar back to home. Marion, Meridian, Lauderdale County. And it says our state of Mississippi fights opioids and fentanyl.
Yeah, we do.
And there's nobody can't say that his, where's a friend, a family member, me personally, I'm going to raise the hand high. that it is it has hit home personally, caused hardships with my family, my mother and father, and it's just something bad. And I think that we need to do a better job of educating to the citizen really what this opioid and what fentanyl is and any other drug to the county and whoever wants to come.
You know, you're always putting something like this on, and tremendous kudos goes to you, Chief, because you do bring things that the public does need to know about to your area on a regular basis. And you're talking about opioids and fentanyl, and opioid, we're just going to be layman's terms on this. Opioids is going to be your pain pills where you go to the doctor, you get pain pills for pain. They are very, very, very addictive. And you get on these pain pills and then the doctors say you should be fine, we're going to cut you off. But your body is addicted to these pain pills. But you can't afford to go buy these pain pills. But the cost of fentanyl is lower.
Is that how people get hooked on this stuff?
And it's starting to come around to where it's easier to get fentanyl.
Absolutely.
Now, do you remember, 10 days ago, had that huge drug bust in Marion, and they were pressing pills and making their own pills, and it was looking like pain pills, and it was made out of fentanyl. And so if you're wanting a pain pill and they've got them made out of fentanyl, you can't tell the difference between the two. It looks like a pain pill that you've been taking, but it was fentanyl. It's over 100 times more potent.
Oh, yeah.
You take one and you could possibly die right that second. And the thing is, people just don't understand how dangerous it is right now out in the public. And Chief, you bringing this to the public to let them understand what's going on in our area. We really need something like this, and you have stood up to bring it.
Well, like I say, absolutely, because like I say, it has hit my family personally, and I tell you, it's something that I know that everybody, if anybody been around it, has been exposed to it. You know, the temper tantrums, the lying, the stealing, and we just need to do a better job of educating what this drug really is all about. You know, I mean, I know in the past y'all have seen where we done had pharmacies being robbed, you know,
Yes.
Yeah.
broken into or whatever. Well, you know, and we'll probably see more of that. But the problem that I really see with this fentanyl and everything is people are taking it and you don't know what ingredients you're dealing with. And that's the killer.
Yeah.
Some, hey, it might be, okay, we're going to get you a high effect. Some, you're dead on the spot. And really,
Can't take that chance.
you can't take it. It's got to stop.
It's like that spice stuff that they were mixing a
Absolutely.
while
Oh,
back.
yeah.
It will
Yeah.
brain damage. You know.
Yeah. And then your police officers are called to a scene for something happening. You go inside this home to check on these people, and there's fentanyl. And if it's in the air and your officers inhale this,
Absolutely.
they stand just as much chance of dying on an overdose while they were there trying to simply help the one person that needed it.
Absolutely.
So who do you have coming in to speak about this?
Well, it's going to be Colonel Stephen Maxwell of the Bureau of Narcotics, NBN. Going to have Ward Calhoun also in, you know, speaking on things that's happening in the area. You know, like you say, they just had that big drug bust. And, you know, we had started this about 3 weeks ago on our seminar, and Ward called me and said, Randal, you know, it's ironic that you're doing this, and look what we just had the other day.
Right.
Yeah.
But this wasn't just because of the day. This is because it's been on my mind ever since I went to this conference, and like I say, you know, just to see somebody in your family, somebody you know, and not only has been in my family, you know, it's been friends,
Well,
people you know.
There is
and
no one that doesn't have someone that
No one.
that you're not
one.
connected
Yep.
to. And sometimes
Yeah.
if you don't know it, somebody is.
Yep,
That's right.
yep.
Somebody, they're good at hiding stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That drugs are very dangerous,
Yeah.
and we need to take
Yeah.
out more. You suspect something?
Yeah.
If somebody sees something in Marion, call your department. Let them know.
Right, and you know, just like the reason I want people to come, it affects everything. Let's go to the workplace. Let's go to anywhere that people are at, you know what I mean? And you know that if some people coming and you start to seeing these signs, they're late, the temper tantrums, hey, borrowing money all the time, the lying, the stealing.
It's an indication, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's sad. It's sad because I have seen some good people, and y'all have too, to lose businesses, lose their homes, and guess
families.
what? Families. And you know what? It don't care if you black, white. This drug don't discriminate against anybody.
That's right.
Rich,
Amen.
poor, it's there.
It's kind of like a police dog. It doesn't know the difference. It's coming. More on the way as we've got the chief in with us this morning. Already 7:20. Can y'all believe this?
Man, time flies.
It does. We'll be right back. Y'all don't rush off.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
When you gear up and journey out, with nothing but you and the wilderness for miles, just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power. 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International. Is it time for a new couch? Visit Southern Accents Boutique in downtown Marion. Maybe it's a couch you're looking for, a couple of chairs, or maybe just a piece of furniture. A large selection of E. Newton has just arrived if you're looking for a bracelet. They come in all shapes and sizes. Or maybe it's just a happy you're looking for, like the Nest candles. A Kendra Scott necklace is on everybody's list this year. And if you need a little help picking out something for Valentine's Day, let the professionals help you at Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Marion on Dale Drive. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. Tell us, Chief, as we get ready for this big event, who, what, when, and times, and does it cost anything to come attend the event, Marion?
In any of my events, from the past, it don't cost. I just want people to come and get educated, and it'll be at Tomaso's Shriners there in Marion, Tuesday, February the 6th, starting at 10 o'clock, and it'll probably roughly last for about an hour and a half. We'll have refreshments there. But the main thing is try to get some word out to people, because, like I say, for me here to sit there and tell you a lie to say that Chief is going to stop this, I'm not going to lie to you about that. But what I want to do is to try to put it out to the people. Say, hey, man, this is something that's killing folks. Don't do it. We can cut back on it that way. I tell you, it's strange, and I'm going to go, back in my family, I got a family member that what it does, you can't put money in their pocket. You got to pay for their food. I never seen anything like it. It's strange, when you call to check on everybody back home. I'm from Marion, Louisiana, and say, hey, I seen your brother or such and such walking up down the road and he's talking to himself.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
And like I say, it hit me personally. And, like I say, it's just something that we need to work toward, because it's ruining our communities. It just causes so much stuff, the crime, the shootings. Don't you think it's something that's opioid and fentanyl related?
And if you've got somebody in your family that's telling you that somebody is following them and they're spying on me, that's sign number one.
Yep.
I see that with everybody that does this. They become paranoid and they think people are really, and I'm like, well, if you had a job,
they can't hold a job. They can't seem to hold a job.
That's just part of it, isn't it?
Yes,
and Bob made a good point that this is a border issue. This stuff is coming across the border, but we were talking there at break. There's so much money that's thrown at this and making this come across the border. You cannot stop it. The way to stop it is through education. And you are providing that education, and that's going to be next Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Hamaja Shrine, February the 6th. And
Yeah, so-
and that's the way you stop this.
Absolutely.
And it's education to the
Yeah,
people.
and like I say, we're gonna open the doors to everybody. We want the business people to come. Because like I say, you got workers coming every day, and especially now, the school systems.
Yeah.
I mean these.
That's
fentanyl
where
and-
they start.
Yeah, and these pills look like candy, and the gummy bears and everything, and you wouldn't believe that it's running around in the schools. Back when we come up, that didn't exist.
No,
like
it
that.
didn't.
I mean, we would go berserko if something like that came into school. Would be crazy.
Well, it's as you
Yeah.
said that it's amazing of what
Yeah.
the tolerance level in America is. That
Yeah,
line
it's
keeps
different.
that imaginary line
Yeah,
keeps getting
yeah.
pushed. Well,
Yeah.
that's okay. It doesn't affect me.
And back in the day, you always see people. They smoke a little marijuana. We would see that, and we still would freak out about that.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's smoking weed. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now we got this. We got this to deal with,
And they
It's-
make it look
yeah.
like candy.
absolutely.
And it's so
the crazy
enticing
thing
to the
about it.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're hooked.
So
Yep.
again, what's the date of this?
It's going to be February 6th, next Tuesday, starting at 10 o'clock. Colonel Stephen Maxwell of Mississippi Bureau of Narcotics, and like I say, it's going to be our state of Mississippi fights opioids and fentanyl. And
I was looking at some headlines, and we're going to talk more about this. This is why I'm glad I'm not a police officer like Chief here. Every now and then you get called to a call that you go, I ain't believing this. I ain't believing this. And I got one of those, an example of that there.
well, I done quit saying that.
Orlando. It was a flight leaving Orlando, Florida, headed to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As the plane touched down, they had a female passenger. She just felt the urge out of nowhere just to strip down and get naked right up there in the middle of the airplane.
Well, they didn't have the air conditioner
Well,
on.
see, there we go again. That's probably something that's fentanyl and whatever. Because we talked about this in
Yes.
class. People will strip down buck naked and run down the streets like.
And we've seen that in Marion. I've
absolutely.
got, I admit this, but I've
What do you
got
think goes?
video of that woman walking down
man.
this 14th Street. I mean, not a thing on. And I'm telling you, the men kept such a straight face focused on the road. He never looked at her
Well,
as she
he
passed
knew his
by.
wife was parking the car and coming up behind him, and he said, I am not looking.
Oh yeah.
Things like that happen, and most likely a little something causing actions like this.
Absolutely.
So let's see here what else is going on across America.
Carl says they was hiding in the trees in the backyard. And, yeah.
Let me show
that
you
was probably you there, Carl.
Yeah. When's the last time that you went to a parking lot and you go to get out and you have to have a skinny peel to get out of your car?
Oh, yeah.
Because they make the parking spaces now so little you can't get out.
Yeah.
Here's a new fad that is starting to come along, and we hope that this would catch on. I've seen it in very few places, but let me show you this picture. Look at that parking place to where this would give you room enough to step to your car.
And they got a walkway all the way to the door, don't they?
Yeah. That's at a, it's kind of like what you'd call an area similar to the Crossroads in Meridian is what
Yeah,
that is.
yeah.
But there's a lot of companies that won't do this because they could fit in a few more cars and more people there.
And every time you go, they've still got empty parking places.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea because I have to have more room now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of room.
Because normally we're going to eat when we park somewhere like
Yeah, we
that.
do. Odie, open the door for me.
If,
I'm
when you
gonna
back
suck
it out,
in.
when you back out, I'll get in.
We all know that. That does happen there. A few things that happened overnight. Speaking of food, Queen City truck stopped right down the road from there was an incident last night. Somebody trying to make a turn, well, I guess in the dark maybe underestimated the swing. Let's pull up a picture. Let's see that beautiful bean footage. Here we go.
boy.
Look at that. As you'll see the back. Let me put this where you can see it, Chief, here. Those back axles down in that tire.
Wow.
Down in the ditch. I said tire. Where'd that come from?
You know, you've got a 7,000 gallon tank, probably holding 6,000 gallons of product. It was a disaster waiting to happen.
Now, what could say that? Let's just do this as what happens if some of that stuff come out, Odie? What could be the consequences?
We'll start depending on a product. We could end up shutting the interstate down, Highway 11 down, the truck stop down, shut the rail yard down and anything else that's around there.
Because of the fumes? Is that
Because
what
of
it would
the
be?
fumes, and then you don't need a car coming through there and backfire. And
Could
there
cause
you
a
go.
spark.
Could cause a spark.
Not to mention what's right down the road from there with all those fuel tanks.
When you've got 60 million gallons of gasoline and diesel just less than a mile away,
Hey, let's
a
put that
little
here.
bit more caution is taking place here.
Let me see here. Oh, let's plan an airport. Oh, let's put it over here by these fuel tanks. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Have the runway face the tanks. So, what comes first?
We ain't
The chicken or
making this
the
up,
egg?
y'all.
Well, Odie, I tell you, we done had cars come up to the gas pump right there in Marion and catch on fire.
It happens,
Oh
don't it?
man, how in the world?
Drive off.
Oh yeah,
Drive
man.
up.
And that's when you say you don't think you done seen it all. No, Odie, I tell you, right there at the pump.
It happens, y'all. We'll be right back as we get this down. We're going back in history. We're going to test him. Everybody in the room gets a test here in a second. Y'all don't rush off.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with all the gang. Odie, as we bring in a Thursday morning. Can y'all believe the weekend is so close?
I mean, wow.
Let's take some bets here. What are we going with? Groundhog going to see the shadow tomorrow or not? I'll ask you first, Odie.
Yeah, he's going to see it.
Chief, what do you
I
think?
agree. Weather's be good. Yeah.
Isn't it like probably 7 out of 10 times if the groundhog sees the shadow?
We're
At
going to
least.
get more cold. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't think it matters what he does.
it's still going to be cold.
It's still going to be cold. That's why I want to go with a mercat. The Mississippi mercat sees its shadow or something.
Yeah, well, there you go. We need something. Warmer weather.
Mississippi ain't got no mercat, but we'll bring one in.
Yes, sir, Bob. Make sure to get your birthdays in. Show them that beautiful cup
You
again.
know, I tell you what, we are getting them in, and Hyundai of Meridian is sponsoring this, and you get your Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. So get your birthdays in. We're trying to get them all together. We promise we're not trying to miss them. And we got Valerie Williamson, Cole Newell, Annie Lee Rayner. You ready for this?
Put it on me.
90 years old today.
Whoop, whoop.
Happy birthday. Francis Kidd, Beverly Turk's got an anniversary today. Angie Peacock, Jennifer Spence Richards, Mary Smith, Donna Davis. Man, there is a
Man, you gonna need a lot of
bunch.
cups, man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Well, it's only one a day, Chief.
You have one a day?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, now we let everybody know that. See?
That's still 365 of them.
we got to go to
You
Odie's,
just call them some names.
Odie's factory making cups at night. Let's turn back to the hands of time and let's see what happened on history today. It would be 1861, and I joked about this last week as we watched things going on at the border to where Texas says, this is my state, the United States is saying, no, we're going to tell you what to do. It's a little,
Yeah.
it makes you go, what's going on? As we go back to 1859 to remember, in 61, Texas seceded from the United States. That's something to remember there as Biden and them argue. We'll see
I think
what
get
becomes
used
of
to
it.
that again because it might be something like that on the horizon where everybody starts this.
We got, what,
seceding
25
again.
states going, hey, we're with Texas now.
Yeah.
He was also on this state that kind of ties into that same thing, that old boy named, well, Sherman. It wasn't a real well-liked name in the South as he began his march to the sea with a pocket full of matches.
Left a bunch of bow ties around here.
He sure did. Bow ties and matches and everything was burned.
Yeah.
Let's see what else went on here today. It was, hey, bird dog, keep away from my girl. Y'all remember that? As we go back for the Everly brothers, Don Everly, born on this day back in 1937. They had a bunch. Wake Up, Little Susie.
Wake up.
You do remember.
Susie.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that one there?
Yeah.
It didn't seem to impress y'all, but y'all remember it. Y'all just really wasn't into that song.
It was good.
I went for some candy, a long can Jim Dandy, and they won't. Little sister. As we go back to 1901, this guy had it going on. He was the cat's meow with the ladies. You would remember him from a movie of Gone with the Wind. The women were nuts over him, as we remember Clark Gable in that famous scene.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was, and believe it or not, he was a Yankee. Ohio is where he was born, in a little town that I can't pronounce the name of, or did something. I'll think of it later.
And because of his
what did he do?
His scene in that movie where he
Frankly, my dear.
Frankly, my dear.
That word.
I'm not going to sit here and search forever, but there was something that I saw the other day, and I said I have got to.
He ain't finding it.
To take a picture, and I thought it was right here. And it was some things that were said back in, I want to say like 1956. And one of them was,
can
you imagine now that they've said that on national TV, you're going to have hell in every movie. And
oh, yeah. It worked out, didn't it?
Yeah. Y'all don't want to come up here and watch a movie now.
Yeah. It would change your opinion of what goes on.
Yeah, I didn't find it.
And I guess that was probably the. Yeah. I would go as far as to say that line there, frankly, my dear, is probably one of the most memorable movie lines ever.
But you got that word out.
Followed by, that was a tough one for me there. I'll be back. That's another one. And then you had, of course, Clint Eastwood with how many?
Go ahead.
Do you feel lucky?
My day. Yeah. Yeah.
You feel lucky, punk? Go ahead and make my day. Lines like that, of course, After All, Tomorrow's Another Day. But those were some of the lines that have stuck the test of time. If you think of another one, let me know. Chief, you remember a movie line that's just incredible that sticks out in your mind?
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, and we ain't going to finish that one. I don't even like to say it.
Put me on the spot.
Chief's on the spot. He's thinking. We'll come back to him in a minute.
About them cups, Odie was
1938, this guy was really good in what he did. The first time you would probably see him on a TV show was with Archie Bunker. He got so popular on there that Norman Lear said, wait a minute, we've got to give you your own show.
Hey, Wheezy.
And then along came Florence as Sherman Hemsley was born. Of course, he was Mr. J.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man.
He, I guess you would say he had the little man syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Would y'all say?
Oh, yeah.
He'd do that, hey, put them arms in that coat.
Oh, yeah.
Sandy said, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh, Sandy. I passed by the hospital in Philadelphia the night. Did they get a new sign that glows in the dark inside the hospital? It sure looked different.
I don't know.
I haven't been up there at night.
It was bright. I came by through the four-way stop. Now, I'm sure Chief has got this CD probably still in his patrol car, and I can't even lie. I can't even lie. But let's pull it up here.
I had this CD.
Sandy White has it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I think she even has the boots.
Oh, yeah. Who hadn't listened?
CD?
Who hadn't listened to a little Rick James?
Yeah.
Everybody else.
She's a very freaky girl.
Yeah.
What was that next line about? Something about mama? You don't take home to mama?
Yeah.
You can't help but like it. And he lost his life due to.
That's what I'm saying. They had him on a run too.
This guy would, if I remember correctly, would go the same way his father did
in a movie.
Brandon Lee was born on this day back in 1965, and of course, Bruce Lee was his father.
Yeah.
The Crow or something like that. I'm trying to remember what that movie was.
The Crow.
A prop gun is what lost his life.
And they had to finish it with
Computer generated.
with AI. Not Al, but AI.
Sandy tells us her red boots are cowgirl boots.
Yeah, okay.
I saw some of those knee-high boots, though, and it reminded me of somebody from a truck stop. That's all I'm going to say about that. I saw them the other day in town. I thought, shouldn't you be?
Yeah, Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. 1949, this would be the first time it would come along, and it would start a new era. It would cause you to go dig in your pocket and find a nickel to drop it in. And I think there was a song called Please Don't Play A-17 as we go back to remember. The 45 was released on this date, and it was huge. Of course, we put Elvis on there any day now. But that was big. It brought about the jukebox in the 1950s. It was huge, where everybody stood over there. There stands the jukebox.
Oh, yeah.
What was that song? Don't rock the jukebox.
Don't rock the jukebox.
He was different.
Oh,
he had a Bakersfield sound, a sound all of his own.
Oh, yeah.
He would end up having a TV show with a guy named Roy Clark that absolutely couldn't sing. He could make a lot of faces, but he could pick. But here's the guy that had all the talent there as we go back for Love's Gonna Live Here. It ended after 16 weeks at number 1. Love's Gonna Live Here Again.
Wow. 16 weeks.
Buck Owens and the Buckaroos, if you're wondering who that was. Merle Haggard said, man, your wife sure is pretty. I'd like to have her on. Buck said, take her. Merle Haggard was never able to get rid of her. Even after he divorced her, she stayed in the band and wanted to check. Stared at him the entire time from the backside. Bless his heart. That's kind of like that Bobby Bear song, The Winner. Be careful with what you wish for, because you could get it. And then you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, ain't no doubt.
I'm telling you, I done said this before. There's somebody out there that you just look at and just all over.
And then reality sits.
Somebody somewhere is tired of her.
You scared me. I thought he was going to say that other word that went with that. You scared me, Odie. 1968, this little girl would be born, and she would come into everybody's home because she was a part of something that was bigger than us, something that we looked up to. She would be the daughter of Elvis Presley. Lisa Marie was born on this date. He was the king.
He was the king.
And, of course, we would lose her not long ago. Speaking of Merle Haggard, he recorded today, walked into the studio, and I think he even had a drink in his hand.
That was more than one.
And he said, today, I started loving you again.
Yeah.
Boy, who remembers that song? I think he's got a drink in his hand there.
Oh, that's a big one there.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you call a 40 ounce, isn't it?
That's a fifth.
Woo! This was a one-hit wonder, but boy, it was a great song. We hadn't heard from her since. I don't know where she is now. But Julia Roberts had a song called Break Down Here. She was born in 74 on this date. Cute girl. I met her several times in Nashville, but that career is gone with the wind, as they say. Gone bye-bye. Now, we get into the Odie music, and probably I'm going to pick back on Sandy White. Chief, I don't know if you listen to this stuff or not.
I listen to a little bit of everything.
Blondie, do you remember that group?
I remember Blondie.
You remember a song called Call Me?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Everybody used that as a dating kind of app thing. Only remember that part of Call Me. Nothing else. What?
Joseph out there. Instead of we're going by the temperature, if it's going to be cold or not,
Yeah.
Joseph says, will the groundhog see Taylor Swift tomorrow?
It may be better. 1982, this guy would take over as hosting. He would become part of your life, and everybody liked him. He looks a little different now, but boy, he sure had a run, didn't he?
Oh,
David Letterman debuted in 82.
And some of it was funny.
Yeah, some of it was. Now
as
I
long
can't.
as you get by the monologue.
Yeah. So who'd you like better, Jay Leno or him?
David Letterman.
You like Letterman better than Leno?
Leno just, I don't know what it was.
Carson was probably better than both of them put together.
Oh, now between it, yeah, Carson had it hands down.
And y'all know who is overlooked now that no one ever brings up? Ed, back about
Geraldo.
87, before him. Before 87,
Oh,
88.
the white hair.
Nope. You see, you've been forgotten.
Donahue.
Nope. It was late night. He owned it.
Carson.
No, think about it.
Was he in Coming to America?
He sure was.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He owned the nighttime there.
Yeah, he did.
And one day you wake up and he's gone, and I ain't heard from him
Oh,
since.
yeah.
No.
I honestly don't know what become of him, but his late night show was pretty good there.
Wow.
Anybody remember watching Poltergeist?
The girl in the.
I couldn't watch it. I had to watch it like this and do an and well, she's got a birthday today as we go back to remember her. She passed away. It wasn't a birthday. She passed away in 88. And she was even on the Fonz.
I did not know that.
It was that time he was dating that woman that had it was really after the writers were horrible. And it was getting ready to go away because the writers were bad. But they wrote in a girlfriend that had a daughter into Happy Days.
That's where they jumped the shark.
Well, they had do you remember that horrible episode where they had a dream and it was a musical? It was really bad. The Fonz don't do musicals.
No, he didn't.
But they sure made it.
No.
1992, I met this guy as we talk about Jimmy Rogers. I met him in Meridian, Mississippi, and backstage talked to him for a long time. He had a song that come out in the 80s, and he would just grow and grow and grow and be big. As we go back to remember, Doug Stone had a #1 song with a country song. I need a jukebox with a country song. That was good.
A jukebox with a country song.
I see the Odie has no idea what that
I'm
song
trying to get that, and I can't play it. My record broke.
This guy, I met him also in Meridian there. I'm going to leave it at that. Talented singer, probably should be in the Country Music Hall of Fame, had his career not, gone sideways. Sometimes attitudes affect the ability of your career. Talent, the guy is just ate up with it. Attitude, he does have. It affected his attitude. As we go back to remember this, She Don't Know She's Beautiful. It was #1 back in '93.
She don't know she.
So you even know that one there.
Yeah.
And of course, Yard Sale, probably the closest thing to a George Jones song that ever existed. And he pulled it off. The problem was, again, attitude and being able to get along with others. Really good. Didn't work out for him there.
So we were going back and looking at, because I was trying to find, I had Ava. So now we got the last name. And then she says, are you scared to pronounce my last name?
Where's that? Oh.
So it's right here.
Oh, yeah, I can't do that. You want me to try?
Sperandio?
Ava. Miss
Ava
Ava?
Sperandio. How did I do?
I failed that test. But happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. So, all right, on that last
Haunted Heart?
So, Haunted Heart.
Yeah.
Haunted made me think of something.
Take a ride.
No, I saw
On
Doc
memory
the
lane.
other day. I saw Doc Tuesday, and he says it's. I told him that we had been talking about doing some haunted stuff, and he said he's ready.
Okay.
So,
Dr. Alan Brown is who he's talking about.
The Doc. If you want to know some haunted stuff, look up Dr. Brown. He has written some books.
40-something books on ghost.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to bring along some security, so we're inviting the chief to go on our next
They're scared of them, too.
haunted adventure. Could you handle it? How do you like that stuff, Chief? Do you like haunted things?
Not really. Not really.
Well, then that means he'll stay awake and protect us.
Some of that stuff gets hairy, y'all. I've been there, done that. As we go back to 2003, and I'm being honest when I tell you I forgot about this. This did go on. As we go back to remember, we lost some astronauts on this day back in 2003. Y'all remember this? Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrated. We lost this entire group here.
I was in Miss Holloway's English class.
You sure that wasn't 86?
Yep.
This was 2003.
No, that was 86.
Yeah. We've had two different sets. That space shuttle that went up.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what I told you. I'd forgotten about this. But I remember that, too. I was in 11th grade when in 86 we had the teacher that was on there that went up.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
I had totally forgotten this had
I
even happened.
had to.
So condolences to their families. I don't think you will ever get over any of this. Chief was watching this. I remember because he sent me a text. He said, did I see what I just think I saw? And I said, I think you saw what you think you saw.
Yeah, everybody saw it.
As we go back to remember the wardrobe malfunction in 2004.
That wasn't a malfunction. I think they
Oh,
did
yeah,
that on
they
purpose.
admitted it finally.
Oh, did they finally admit it?
Yeah, that it was planned, and yeah. And I could have went all year without seeing that. But it was the most Googled thing of that entire year, if y'all remember that.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Now, if you remember watching Josie Wells, The Outlaw, maybe you watched Animal House, and he's been in tons of other things. Dean Warner, as we go back to remember this guy, Jonathan Vernon, who played both of those parts, passed away in 2005. He was really good in Animal House. Remember the horse?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. I don't care who you are.
He took up to his office.
I remember watching this. Who doesn't know the name Don Cornelius? Soul Train.
That's it.
Don passed away on this day back in 2012. I think everybody knows this show.
Oh, yeah.
It was the most popular dancing that went on there. It was. I guess you could put it as a rival to American Bandstand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just
We
two
watched
different
it every
types of
Saturday
music.
morning.
Oh, yeah.
Sure did. Big show there. What else went on today? This would debut. I watched about 2 seasons, and the 3rd season started off, and I thought I ain't watching that no more, and I turned it off, and I never went back. First 2 seasons were good. They just crossed some lines that I couldn't handle on that 3rd season there. House of Cards, and boy, does this depict what really goes on in Washington. Low down, dirty, no matter what it is, to win the race.
Right.
That's what
I hadn't seen it. I did watch that Wag the Dog.
I didn't see that one.
That it wasn't Kevin Spacey. It was, now this is fairly older, but it talked about what went on in politics. It was pretty decent.
This little guy next one, he passed away in 21, and he was the most annoying little character. He played his part well because he annoyed me.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Screech from Saved by the Bell?
And he sure looks totally different.
Yep. He passed away in 21 on this date, if y'all remember that. That's a look back at history. We'll be right back. We got more to come with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. As we take a moment to talk about our friends where? Well, right here at Snowden and Company. They do a lot for our community. Well, they take care of homes. If you're needing a home, speak to Amanda, her staff. Boy, they do this every day and they know it. They understand the paperwork, save you a lot of time, and get you the most for your property, whether you're selling or if you're buying. They'll hook you up with a deal. See them. Now, that happens here in Meridian all the way over to the Jackson, Mississippi market. They'll be open through Friday afternoon, appointment only on Saturday, and then close on Sunday to go to church. But if you need someone who's going to look out for your interests, no matter the size home that you're looking for, if it's a big home or if you're looking for a lake house, the design that you want, they'll find. You tell them what you want, they'll find it and let you know when it becomes available. See them today. You find it there at Snowden and Company. Again, that number, 453-3937. is how you get in touch to finding your next home.
Good people.
Yes, it is. Let's see what else is going on. A few of the community things. We did have a report come out yesterday from the grand jury. Let me pull this up if you'd like to read more about it. Here it is. We got this from the grand jury as they make some recommendations to the police department, Odie. Once again.
And that's about like a mirror from the last report, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty close to that. They're saying make sure that your body cams coincide with when your lights go on, when you step out of the car, that the body camera and the footage from your dash camera all goes together. But they are stressing about training, about courtroom behavior, and being able to speak. They have stressed that over and over about the Meridian Police Department being able to do that and then filling out the forms. What does it amount to? Training. And so we'll see.
123 true bills. That means there's 123 people going to court.
All right.
And 19
no true bills.
No true bills. But we don't know if it was, we really don't think that they've done anything wrong and we're not going to bring them to court. Or was it something to do with y'all have no evidence to
let me go out on a limb here. Since it has the bills at the top and then it makes suggestions to the Meridian Police Department directly under it.
Going by past.
I would say that there was some paperwork probably not filled out correctly. If I were a guessing man, can I prove that right now? No, we'd have to have the DA in with us and testimony to be able to prove that. But that's a good, fair guesstimation of what would happen. Again, training, and then a little bit more training should take place.
Absolutely.
We need that to happen there. We had a little bit of gunfire last night as we pull this up, Odie, as we take a look here. This would happen in the 600 block of 21st Street, right up the hill from Dairy Queen is where this went on. Now, no one was hurt. No one was injured. That's the map there. I'm not sure if I showed it or not. That's where it happened. No one was hurt, no one was injured, but you need to know. We always like to make sure that you're an informed audience. We also had an early morning accident on I-20. We don't want to leave this out. This happened over Newton County between a 18-wheeler traveling westbound and a Chevrolet pickup truck. Boom, Mississippi Highway Patrol had to come out. Now, no serious injuries, but imagine, I cannot stand to pass an 18-wheeler because I'm always afraid that I'm in their blind spot.
Oh, man, that's the most...
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that a truck driver can't drive. I'm just saying he can't see me.
You know, I always tell my daughter when she's driving, even my wife, if you see one, I'll wait to see what he's doing first.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm watching him all over the road. I said, listen, do not pass him. Let him go.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time. We're not in a
If somebody's weaving,
because he's asleep or something else wrong.
That's correct.
And then you passing him, and I'm going like, you got to be on the defense. There's no shoulder. Where you going if he?
That's right. There's nowhere.
Some people don't think. They just.
And let me say this: during the rain, that is not the time to be passing an 18-wheeler when they truly can't see you.
Oh no, especially doubles.
And don't just sit there and just barely make it by. If you're going to pass an 18-wheeler, go on by that dude.
Yeah.
And the amount of people who ride beside him, it gives me the EBGs.
And then they want to pass him in a curve,
don't
get it on the interstate. Y'all, you just like this, and he closes on.
It's scary, isn't it? I got phobias, but it keeps me from my phobias keeps me from getting in them little instances.
That's right. Now we had a question up here.
What was the question?
That is Toyota of Meridian and John O'Neill Johnson Toyota the same? Well, not really.
Nope. Because
they are the
sold.
same building, but Toyota of Meridian has bought John O'Neill Toyota.
Yep.
So the John O'Neill Toyota on Highway 39 is now known as Meridian, Toyota of Meridian.
Correct.
So there you go. It is the same, but it's not.
There you go. Well, it kind of answered
And
that.
I have grabbed this coffee cup 3 times trying to drink out of this Hyundai coffee cup that doesn't have any coffee in it.
Oh. Let's see here. Don't hang out by the beside the rear back wheels.
You ever heard one of those tires blow going down the road? You won't never do it again.
That's right. And that's right there. Don't be texting beside an 18-wheeler.
Don't be texting going down the road.
That's right. I handed my phone to Odie yesterday and said, "Here, Odie, text this out for me." And I got to be honest, Chief. You ever just have that where you got to be honest about something? Well, me and Odie left yesterday. I said, "Odie, I'm gonna take a shortcut here. I hadn't been this way." My wife
the
left. The
longest shortcut we ever.
My wife left the same place. 20 minutes later, she beat us home.
Hyundai. Johnson also sold Hyundai. So
Correct.
Hyundai of Meridian is same location, new owners.
That's correct.
So, yes, someone will get the coffee cup.
That's right. We're going to do that.
And we can put coffee in it for them, Miss Vicky.
Mine's about low. I wish you'd have put some in mine.
I've still got a little bit.
They're going to hold you to them 10 names you call right off the bat about them cups. I hate to put you on the spot, but...
Well, you know, the hard part is we've got to pick a winner. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to let you do that for us, Chief.
Oh, how are we going to do this?
Well, I've kind of went through here and I've numbered them. And
nobody knows what the numbers are but Odie.
1 through 11. So, Chief, give us a number between 1 through 11.
Well, this is going to be easy for me.
What's your number?
Today is the first, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go with number 1.
All right.
Well, look at here. Happy birthday to Valerie Williamson, 34 years old.
Whoop, whoop.
And the winner of the first Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Report coffee mug that will be available Monday afternoon at Hyundai of Meridian.
Yep, we got to get them in the box and get them down there.
Yep. So y'all just go by there Monday afternoon and go in there and say, "Hey, I was the one that won that cup."
When Odie said it was one of a kind, he meant it was one of a kind because that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Santa's workshop has got to go back and make some more. We're working on all that. Hey, I wanted to bring this. This is coming up also, and we're going to come back to Chief to find out again his location. But I wanted to bring this up here. The Ducks Unlimited has this big event coming up. It's going to be February 1st. That's tonight, 6 p.m. at the Hamasa Shriners Building. Same place, same location in Marion,
Mississippi. Yeah.
If y'all can make it out for this, again, the Queen City Ducks Unlimited having their fall dinner banquet tonight. If you can make it out, they'd love to have you as a guest there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not bad at all. Chief, I'm going to let you remind us, and let me hold this piece of paper up here. Here it is. This is coming up. And this is all about helping one another. And give us the times and locations that all of this will happen.
Again, our state of Mississippi fights opioids and fentanyl. And like I say, February the 6th at the Hamasa Shrine. And that's going to be on a Tuesday starting at 10 a.m. And, roughly last about an hour and a half. And it's an invite to everyone. I mean, anybody that wants to come and hear this very information that Colonel Maxwell is going to be putting out. And because, like I said, we owe it to the public. We need to educate. Even the law enforcement ourselves need to be educated in these drugs and what's going on around in our area and what to expect and what you're looking for. And like I said, the bad thing, a lot of us already been through it.
That's correct.
We've been through it. We've seen it. And guess what? It's more to come, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you a lie and say, okay, I'm going to stop these things today. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to be honest. But it's some things that we can do to start attacking it and get better with it. And it's up to us to do it. Like, take in the information, bring it back to your jobs, bring it back to your homes, monitor the kids. and because I talk to my daughter daily, and she knows what it's just a task, especially now being a parent and knowing what's out there for your kids. And I've seen it firsthand where the kids has got messed up on some kind of drug, and the parents were great parents. They did everything that was possible could be done, and it still happened. So that lets you know it don't discriminate nobody. It don't matter where you come from, how much money you got, where you work. It don't discriminate.
That's true. It doesn't.
And like I say, 80% of us or more know somebody or a family member that has been involved in this.
So come on out. It's going to be Tuesday, 10 a.m. Come on out, see the chief and all the good folks there, and see them, as this will be a great speech.
Yep.
As we get ready for that.
Yeah. It's just, were we at the end of the day?
We are at the end of the day.
And I tell you, that boom, just like that. That was quick. One thing is, these drugs have affected so many people, so many families, that there's only one way that you can actually fix what goes on to families during these times. And that is having the Lord Jesus Christ in your heart.
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
You got to start there. Amen.
You look up and you ask him to come into your life. He can change you. He can clean you. He can make us whole again.
Yeah.
And that's where we have to look for guidance to make it through these hard times. Invite Jesus into your life. Invite him into your heart and ask him for forgiveness, because it will change your life today.
Yep.
Man, I tell you, that's... Woo, I like
agree.
that.
I agree 100%. Like you say, it's out there, and we just got to, like you say, put the good Lord first, and then start educating and do more of what we used to do.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, we agree.
That's the main thing, and because like I said, these kids are exposed to a lot more things than what we are exposed to back in the day, the social media and this and that, and it's sad. It's sad, but this is the world we live in. But guess what? We're going to face it. We're going to face it like men and women.
That's correct.
Tackle it. We're not going to run from it. You know what I mean? We know it's there. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's just face it and let's attack it and let's go with it.
I agree with that. Again, from the Toyota of Meridian studio, we do appreciate them being a part of what we do. And the Rock House, boy, they bring us our headlines every day. We can't thank them enough.
Both of them make a huge part right here on this show. And 23 hours, we'll be back. We're going to put somebody on the spot because Chief is going to help us. Y'all have asked for him. We've asked for him. Now all we got to do is get him to say yes to get Mayor Larry Gill in here.
Yes,
Monday.
sir.
Mayor Larry Gill will be here if I can drag him here.
We want to see him in. So
I had not realized that Larry had never made it to the studio.
We're gonna get Larry to the studio.
We're gonna have him here.
And listen, I want y'all to have 1,000 questions for him too.
Oh, we got a big one.
But he's cocked and loaded though. He's cocked and loaded.
He's got it.
I tell you what, I've never seen a young guy with so much ambition and ready to go at all times. This is my always joke about Larry Gill. He it's not going in between. Either he'll be flat broke or filthy rich. Hands down.
He's all in.
He's all in.
and he married way above his pay scale. I don't know if y'all noticed that. What a sweet lady she is. Chief, we thank you for coming in and being with us this morning.
Yep.
Again, we want to say thank y'all. You're one of the most important things that happens in our day.
And we love you, and we'll see you in 22 and a half hours from now. Y'all have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.